The man poisoned the drink and handed it to his wife in the bathroom. John was tired of her personality, but Anna was a billionaire and his boss. As a chemistry professor, he could only plan a murder. Anna drank the drink, and 8 hours later, she died of poisoning. Her family thought it was a heart attack caused by work and did not suspect anything. Shortly after his relatives left, John went out to a secret location. He had been having an affair with his student Sophie. They finally didn't have to hide anymore. But just then, he received a call from the police and heard shocking news. Anna's body was missing. Sophie asked if she was really dead. John was very confident in his methods. He guessed that someone had stolen the body. Although he didn't know the purpose, he had to go there immediately. Otherwise, the police would definitely become suspicious. Soon, John arrived at the funeral home. The police also suspected theft, but the surveillance cameras had been destroyed. The only remaining camera showed the security guard being drawn to the scene, then going to investigate. 5 minutes later, he fled. Unfortunately, he was hit by a car while fleeing, and was now lying unconscious in the hospital. They had no choice but to go to John's house. After finding no one there, they called him. John lied that he had gone out to buy medicine. The bizarre case left the police baffled, but during their conversation, they noticed that John was very calm about his wife's death. The coroner reviewed the medical records and found that the deceased had no heart disease, but since the body had been stolen, an autopsy was impossible. These things made them suspicious. At this point, John sensed something was wrong, and called Sophie to ask her to go to the hospital to investigate. After hanging up, he cleared the call history and went outside to test the waters. The other party indeed did not let him leave. The change in attitude made him realize that he was already under suspicion. At that moment, the lights suddenly went out. The police told him to wait for further notice. He heard sounds coming from the morgue. John curiously opened the door to investigate and discovered his wife's keepsake box. Strangely, one item was missing. The storage cabinet next to it had also been damaged. What was even more terrifying was that the poison he had used at the time was inside. At that moment, the power was restored. In a panic, he stuffed the poison into his pocket. The next second, the police walked in and immediately saw the broken storage cabinet. According to the list, the phone was missing from the belongings. The officer became even more suspicious of him and searched John. He quickly found the bottle of poison. He claimed he had picked it up off the ground, but this explanation now seemed feeble. Just then, Sophie called. To avoid exposing the truth, John lied and said it was his sister. After chatting for a moment, he hung up. Before the investigation was concluded, the police wouldn't let him leave. John went to the bathroom to call Sophie back. After hearing what was happening on his end, Sophie felt it was a trap, but only the two of them knew about this. Sophie said she hadn't told anyone else, and that the plan might have been discovered long ago. Blaming each other was pointless. The most urgent matter now was to figure out the truth.